Saturday afternoon basketball between the Seymour Owls and North Harrison varsity girls basketball. That's to start today. Later today, we have Seymour boys basketball against Bloomington North. It's going to be an action-packed day. Alongside Keith Myers, the coach, I'm Charlie Harris. Before we get into today's 1 o'clock matchup, let's take you through the sponsors who make today's broadcast possible. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955 with 5 central Indiana locations. Reynolds meets all your equipment, parts, and service needs. Boilermakers, Local 374, representing skilled workers across Indiana. Discover the Boilermaker advantage with Local 374. Burtner Electric, spark with confidence, your trusted electrical partner since 1986. Wheeler Mission, helping our neighbors in need since 1893, thanks to generous, caring individuals like you. Morales Group Staffing, building better futures one story at a time. Let us help you find your next opportunity. LifeWise Academy. LifeWise Academy brings Bible education to public school students during school hours. Learn more at lifewise.org. La Una, the Build America Union, 500,000 strong, fighting for better wages, safer job sites, and greater opportunity. And finally, IndianaSRN Sports Page. Sports from border to border and coast to coast. Your source for high school and college sports coverage. Well, what a beautiful Saturday inside of Seymour High School. I'm Charlie Harris alongside Keith Myers, the coach. And Keith, what a fun day we have ready for us. 2 games, both with Seymour High School involved.
Seymour High School Basketball Indiana Day, if you will. They're honoring several people today at halftime of the women's game, going to rename the floor for that person. Tonight we get to see the baseball championship back in the day. We have some surprises for you in between half times, and we'll see if all of those work out, but it should be a lot of fun. But, you know, the small communities now, Charlie, recognizes how important basketball is to their community, and this is a pretty neat idea that Seymour come up with it, of having Seymour Basketball Day in the state of Indiana. A lot of eyes will be watching this game around the country and furthermore around the world to see what high school basketball is all about. You're from Southern Indiana, so Southern Indiana basketball is totally different than anywhere else in the state. You're interested. You'll be entertained definitely today.
You know, you always hear how basketball in Southern Indiana and Indiana high school basketball is different. You always hear that, but so many people, I feel like, don't really understand what it means. Basketball in this state is a way of life, and we're in one of the greatest venues in the state here at Seymour High School, and it's just so special to be a part of a Seymour big basketball day like this. And we'll start with Seymour. You know, the Lady Owls right now, they're coming into this game against North Harrison 5-11. They're riding a 2-game winning streak, longest of the year. Coach, you've been a coach for several years. You understand a team that starts out the year struggling. You lose some of the first games. Maybe the confidence is low to start out the year, but fresh off 2 consecutive wins, what is the message to a locker room finding recent success to keep that going?
Well, not only that winning streak, but sectionals is just 3 weeks away, Charlie. Mm-hmm. So everything that you're going to put into your sectional menu, if you will, is going to be done the next 3 weeks, because after this week, you just have a couple more weeks before you get that draw, and then you see, oh, we got to play this team with this team. And every school and every athletic director, you try to play everybody in your sectional. And that doesn't work out all the time. So the bugs that you have to work out, and if you are winning this game by 15 and all of a sudden you draw them in the sectional, it won't be a 15-point game the next time, because that's it's a bigger game, if you will.
So building habits.
Well, hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, sectionals, playoff basketball in just 3 weeks. So for you as a coach, how can you build successful habits at this stage of the year? I mean, this is the latter half of the regular season. You've been through a lot with your team. How can you build successful habits at this stage of the season?
Strong players know who they are. The players that need some work or may not be able to see more playing time understands that. You have that roped into your philosophy to your kids. Here's the most important thing. This is what we need to do. And you play your top 8 or 9 kids. It's a varsity game. Your job is to win championships.
Yeah.
So when you walk through all that, it's a challenge for some people. For me, I had a great coaching staff who looked at player 8, 9, and 10 and said, that this is what we're doing, and they recognize that, and that would be very good.
A win today for Seymour would put them at 3 consecutive wins. It would add to their longest winning streak of the year. For North Harrison, the traveling North Harrison ladies squad, they're 3-15 in the Mid-Southern Conference. They've struggled this year. They've had a tough time building on success. However, they're led by Dakota Brooks. Their last win was on December 27th. It's been a week and a half or so, 2 weeks or so since their last win. They're coming into a rough environment, a loud environment, a group, a stadium, a fan base that understands Seymour basketball, riding success. For North Harrison, just 3-15. How can they weather the storm that Seymour might put on today?
Back in the day when we had teams that were like this, we loved that environment because you can be spoilers. Hey, they put us on this schedule because they think they're going to win this game, and let's spoil their afternoon. That and where are you fundamentally? You say that we only have 3 wins. Okay, let's win quarters. It may not win the game, but let's win 3 out of the 4 quarters.
Yeah.
So when you take that philosophy, plus they're young. They're a very young ball club. So when you have a young ball club, when you're a freshman at 15 years old and you look in the stands and there's 7,200 seats in here, you're going, wow, what am I doing? Yeah. It could and will intimidate you.
Yeah, I like what you said. You win quarters, you win possessions, you win box outs. You can't think about this as one game, one whole game. You have to win each possession. I like that.
I had a team that we won 1 game, and by the end of the year, we just wanted to win the 3 minutes. Mm-hmm. We broke down the game in 3-minute segment, and we wanted to win that 3. Yeah. We wanted them to find success. So on that bulletin board on Monday morning, of the 12 quarters or so you played, how many did you win? And if you hit that spot, we ate a lot of pizza that year because we needed to award our kids. And 2 years later, we won 3 state championships back to back. It paid off, and those kids now, as adults, and me being an old man, look back and say, I learned so much from losing than I did when we won.
For North Harrison, will be a tough test today, but what they do have is height. They have one player at 6 feet, 2 players 5'10", 1 5'11", so they have height on this team, and they could pose a threat down low. Coach, you got to think for North Harrison, like we said, sure, just 3 wins, but their dominance has to come inside, right? You got to
go. You pound the ball, as we used to say, pound the rock inside. Don't crash the backboard. Don't break the backboard with the rock. Just lay it in nice and soft, and let's score some points.
Yeah, important for North Harrison to not chase the 3-pointer, go for high percentage looks, work the ball around, find the right shot each time and each possession. Just about 30 seconds until the national anthem. It's going to be a fun day today. Starting off with girls varsity basketball, Seymour and North Harrison right around the corner in just a few minutes, and then we'll take a break in the middle part of the day, and then we have Bloomington North and Seymour boys basketball in the evening.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Welcome back to Seymour High School. It's about time for the starting lineups. We will start with the visiting North Harrison squad. It starts with Lillian Burks. Those are the starting lineups for both sides, and we're just about ready for tip. North Harrison looking to break a losing skid, and Seymour looking to win 3 straight games to make it the longest streak of the year. And both sides at the center circle, ready for tip-off. And we are underway for Seymour. Big day of basketball. It starts with North Harrison moving right to left. Here's Bree Beach finding the star, Grace Goldman. Grace Goldman, number 14 for North Harrison, averaging 21 points per game. She's got the ball right now. And she is knocked loose, staying with North Harrison. Great ball pressure.
Yeah, by the way, you know Seymour, she's their big gun, so Seymour didn't put their best defensive player on her, so she's going to be chewing then teams. She's going to know by the end of the game. There's that inside game.
Goldman up top, going to slow down the offense, and they find it in the post. High-low action, they try the float shot, just rattles out by Olivia Brown. A great look inside, and now Seymour controls. Claire Skaggs driving baseline, stopping shooting, and missing. Officials say the shot was tipped, so it stays with the Owls. And it will be Sophie Skidmore to take it out of bounds underneath. Back to Skidmore, almost loses control. Backs her way down to the paint, met by a double team. Kick out to Skaggs, who drives and kicks, and there's a foul on the drive. And that foul against Bree Beach. So another underneath out of bounds entry. It's once again Sophie Skidmore from under the basket, this time on the left side. Skidmore to Skaggs. Back up to Skidmore. The Owls would like to take their time. Driving right.
Oh, nice.
Stepping back.
She had it open there.
Skaggs for three. That one just short. And a foul 85 feet from the cup is against Kelsey Hunsley.
That's the frustration thing about that. You get the shot you want, and then it goes long, and you don't block out. You go over someone's back to get the foul. And possession now goes to North Harrison.
Here's Goldman moving pretty quickly. Errant pass into no man's land. Here's Sophie Skidmore running the break. Stopping and shooting off the window. That was a pretty shot. And Seymour starts the scoring today. Goldman wide open from the right wing. That one just off to the left and corralled.
You can tell her that's her range, though, Charlie, because she made no effort not to pull that back.
And there's a reach from Abby Oates, the 5'6" senior. So a couple of fouls against North Harrison. And this will be yet another inbound from underneath the hoop. Amy Munson likes to take her time. She's got the basketball now. Moves right and finds Skaggs up top. Skidmore falls to the ground, and she traveled on her way down. Coach, it looked like maybe a bit of a zone defense look there.
Yeah, almost like a 2-3 or 2-1-2 zone.
And now a light press. I don't want to say a press, but light pressure put on by Seymour.
Just to take some time off the clock, make them think. Tell you what, they are big, aren't they?
Yeah. Goldman, Grace Goldman, fading away and banks it off the window. And once again, another travel, this time from Claire Skaggs. But what a fadeaway from Grace Goldman. Two defenders in her face, and we have a sub. That's Paisley Book. The 5'10" forward now comes in for North Harrison. Goldman outside into Book, met by a double team, and she loses the basketball. And Paisley Book, who just entered the ball game, a little shaken up, but she's back on her feet. She seems to be doing just fine. And here's a press put on by North Harrison, this time in the hands of Claire Skaggs. And that's a 10-second call. Seymour unable to cross the timeline. And the first time we see a press from North Harrison, it works out, forces a turnover. And Claire Skaggs will exit for the Owls. It's Goldman. Finding Olivia Brown, that one too strong, and corralled by Kelsey Hunsley. Hunsley, long pass. Seymour will control the pace here. Here's Sophie Skidmore spinning and shooting. Pretty shot from Skidmore. She's got all of Seymour's points thus far with 4. Both of them coming from inside the paint. Back the other way, here's Lillian Burks. Burks cross-court pass to Brown. Brown's mid-range J, too strong. Brought down by Book, and she's fouled as she rises up to the basket. And Paisley Book will have free throws as a substitute enters for the Owls. That's Emmy Followell entering for Kelsey Hunsley, a senior swap. 4.5 to go in this first period. And they enter it to Goldman. Goldman circling up top. Good ball pressure. Here's Lillian Burks moving left, passing to Paisley Book. Another high low to Goldman, fading away. That one misses off to the right. Great contest from the Owls. And the Owls are pushing in transition. That time, it was Abby Oates who could not control. And North Harrison once again with the ball. And there's a foul called on the baseline. Side entry in the corner, met by a double team. Doesn't matter, open three, Burks just missing. A great wide open look. In North Harrison, they've had a few of those wide open three-point chances, just have not connected quite yet. And it's Seymour. And they're turned over. Going the other way is Lillian Burks. Met by good defense. Instead, it's a long two. That one missing. And Seymour looks to push. Up 4-2. 3.5 to go in this first period. A nice stop. Floater look almost from Skidmore. That one too strong. And it's Grace Goldman for North Harrison. Here's Goldman on the left side. They're working around the perimeter. Back up to Goldman. Thought about the long tray. Instead, she backs her way down to the paint. Open three from the right side. That's a swish. And a pretty looking shot from Olivia Brown. And it forces a Seymour timeout with under 3 to play. And just a 30-second one.
She stepped right into that three-pointer.
Yeah, right
nice.
In rhythm. So North Harrison, they've had 3 3-point opportunities. They missed the first 2, and finally Olivia Brown gets it going for North Harrison from long range.
You want to see the hardest people working today?
Yes.
See the girls with the officials?
Yes.
Those are the hardest working girls today.
You are exactly right.
Gets the water bottle, gets the towel.
So are they on water duty and they have to wipe down the floor?
Got to wipe down the floor.
Well, let's hope they get free concessions, right?
Or at least a hot dog.
Yeah, hot
Come
dog.
on.
Free hot dog. Discounted.
Discounted. Okay.
Okay, back to basketball. 2:52 to play for the rest of this first period. A baseline triple. That one off the backboard. Good attempt from Abby Oat. And it's Grace Goldman moving for North Harrison. Tough inside, and stepping on the boundary was Adele Emmons of North Harrison, met by physical defense.
Both teams really a really cold start, looking for someone to take. Oh, she's.
Well, you couldn't get through your sentence without another slow.
And that's just a mental mistake. You know, I know it's a 1 o'clock game, but you got to think what you're doing and where your surroundings are.
North Harrison trying to inbound. They finally do, and it's off to the left. That shot attempt, Olivia Brown, no good. Here's a wide open baseline triple, just missing from Claire Skaggs. And Grace Goldman's got the basketball. And she's fouled on the body. Claire Skaggs doesn't like the call.
There's the difference of Southern Indiana basketball and Central Indiana basketball. That's a play on. In Central Indiana, in Southern Indiana, you had a hand check.
Claire Skaggs, 4 inches shorter than Grace Goldman. We'll see that matchup later on. We'll take a quick break. You're watching North Harrison and Seymour on IndianaSRN.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN, which means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Your business depends on quality, efficiency, and reliability. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we help you stay ahead with John Deere commercial mowers built for performance. Whether you're maintaining parks, businesses, or neighborhood lawns, you need equipment that works as hard as you do. With expert service, flexible financing, and the best lineup of mowers in the industry, Reynolds keeps your operation running strong. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
Back to basketball at Seymour High School. Well, coach, for the Owls, it's been Sophie Skidmore with her team's only 4 points. Both of Seymour's points have been scored inside the paint. And then for North Harrison, Olivia Brown has herself a three-pointer. Grace Goldman as well has scored for North Harrison. Here's Goldman. Contested left wing triple.
Oh, my
Almost.
Goodness. She's right on target, though.
Yeah.
Keep shooting, girl.
That's her second three-point attempt tonight. That form looks real comfortable from Grace Goldman. And here's Skidmore. Skidmore works it up top. It's Emma Munson. Met by a double team. Ooh, pretty pass. The work around the perimeter for an open triple. Nearly banked in. Offensive rebound that turns into a jump ball. And that time Kennedy Burnett was tied up. And the Owls have possession, so they will trigger the inbound from underneath. It's Sophie Skidmore, the 5'8" senior, to do so. Errant pass. Well, not an errant pass, just can't corral the pass. Was Emmy Munson. The pass was right to her hands. It just slipped out, and Munson checks out for Ava Crete. Ava Crete, just 5 feet tall.
Smallest girl on the floor.
A lot of height from both sides today. And Keat will have a tough time if she's on Grace Goldman. They work around the perimeter to Olivia Brown. Once again, that no good. Missing left, and a strong rebound from Emmy Followell. Long pass the other way to Kennedy Burnett, who scoops it in.
Nice move by the outlet man yelling for the ball. Oh, steal.
And a turnover. A steal the other way. It's Abby Oat, and she's blocked.
Oh, no. I think that was pretty much clean.
They call a foul.
Oh.
It looked like all ball from up here, but I'm not sure. Abby Oat will have 2 free throws.
The team in the blue thinks that was an all block.
Yeah, they do.
The team in the white, good call.
And Abby Oat rattles in the first one. Seymour up 2.
3-0 run right here by Seymour.
And the second try is true. And defense turning into offense, a theme as well for the Owls the last couple possessions. Here's Goldman, met by some on-ball pressure. Great pressure from Burnett. And she gets the switch.
See where they switch? They go and they guard her on the right side. Make her go left.
Goldman driving right, met by a lot of defense. The ball's on the floor. Officials signal a jump ball. This time it goes to North Harrison.
You got to love it because they're jumping on the ball. They're getting aggressive. Good place.
So Grace Goldman, she averages 21 points per game for North Harrison. She was driving to her strong side, and she was blocked before she had 2 feet in the paint. Goldman's got it now.
Triple threat, good. Nice pick.
And she's fouled by Emmy Followell. They reach in or a block?
Yeah, the officials still call women's basketball a little tighter than the men's game. A little frustrating at times as a coach.
Here's Goldman, under 30 seconds. She drives left, kicks out to a teammate. That's Bree Beach. Now 15 on the clock. Fantastic defense from Seymour, and they turn it over again. Here's Kennedy Burnett missing. Another try, no. And finally, on the third offensive rebound, it's Emmy Followell who gives her team a 5-point lead.
Don't
2
foul.
seconds, fade away at the buzzer off the side. And Seymour ends this leading 10-5. 2 turnovers in the last 2 minutes, and they generated 4 points off of it. We'll be right back in the second quarter. Seymour up 5.
IndianaSRN wants to put more kids on TV. And honestly, that's exactly what these kids deserve. They stream more than 350 high school and college games every year, giving Indiana athletes the spotlight they've earned. All games are free to watch with on-demand on their YouTube channel. The cost is amazingly affordable, which means more kids get their moment to shine. IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We'll go back to Seymour High School. A great start for the Owls, Coach. 10-5. We saw don't know the exact run. I want to say a 7-0 run to end the quarter.
That's what I got, 7-0.
And, Coach, a lot of those points were
Inside.
because of
quick hands.
Inside scoring and some steals from Seymour. We'll see if that defensive intensity continues. The Owls start with the ball. It's up top to Ava Crete. Crete to Burnett. Burnett driving left, driving and kicking to Abby Oat. Her three-pointer too strong. Keat, the offensive rebound, keeps possession alive.
Smallest player on the court gets the rebound.
Yep. Skidmore passing around.
I like what Seymour's doing here. Taking the shot they want, not what they need, what they want.
And Emmy Followell just laces the long 2. Very confident stroke. And here's another one the other way. Olivia Brown won't fall. And Followell pushing the pace. They find Burnett up with the left.
Oh!
It won't go. Ava Keat dives on the ball. Who's got it? North Harrison does, but
calls a timeout.
Oh my goodness. And we'll keep it right here. Once again, Coach, that was Ava Crete almost coming up with the rebound.
The scramble I like. I love it where a kid gets on the floor, rotates, abuses her body, if you will, and then the other girl dives because she wants to jump ball. She gets the ball, calls the timeout. Smart basketball right there.
Some intense, action-packed stuff in this first half.
We talk about high school girls basketball coming to the end of the season. This week, the IndianaSRN sports team will be doing the City Alliance Championship game from Cathedral High School. Semifinals are on Thursday, championship game on Friday. Tune in to IndianaSRN for that. And then we have tons of basketball for you this week. I think there's like 12 games on the network. Join us on IndianaSRN.
Right here.
We come back to Seymour, I think, in about a week. You're back in about a week.
I'll be here.
I think you're here all month, next month.
I'll be in this chair for a lot of games. Float shot from the left side. Can't spin in. North Harrison fighting for the ball. And at last touches.
And we need to congratulate Charlie because she graduated from the University of Indiana. I think they won a little football game yesterday by a whole bunch of points, if I remember.
I think they did beat Oregon, and I think they put up 56 points
I think that's about right.
The championship game. Well, thank you on my graduation.
You bet.
A lot of cool stuff in the state, to say the least.
Now he's got to go back to work. Pays off that student loan.
Skidmore long, too. No good.
Look at this.
Rebound from Ava Crete. That's her third offensive rebound, and she's played no more than 4 minutes.
That's just fantastic.
Wow. Energy and effort. Spinning from Goldman, and the bank shot finally falls.
I think that's her 4th point of the day.
Very fundamentally sound. She plays off 2 feet. She spins well. She's a great player. And here's Ava Crete in some trouble. She's fouled. Foul call is against Bree Beach. And that's the first foul of the quarter. Couple subs. We see Claire Skaggs and Kelsey Hunsley enter for Seymour. And for North Harrison, we see Lillian Burks back in the ballgame. North Harrison trailing by 5. Here's Sophie Skidmore up top. Over to Burnett. Now to Skaggs. Here's Burnett driving baseline, nearly loses control. Ball is tipped, stays with Skidmore. Skidmore, a lot of crossovers. Finally find the paint, and they kick out to Burnett, the triple, too strong. Offensive rebound, Claire Skaggs, and they cannot convert. North Harrison pushing the pace.
Nice run into the floor, got it.
Great look inside from Olivia Brown. She will have an opportunity to put her point total from 3 to 5 if she drains both free throws.
Donna Sullivan, the head coach of Seymour in 1985, 1986, 86, and 87, is being honored today and will also be put in the Hall of Fame. Talked to her just recently, and she's excited about being here, and what a great honor that this program has honored her tonight with recognition. Congratulations to you, Donna.
She'll be honored in just 5 minutes or so as second one goes. So 2 for 2 from the line is Olivia Brown. She's got 5 points, and now North Harrison just down by 3. Munson inside to Kelsey Hunsley, offensive rebound, and it's a Sophie Skidmore long 3. That one doesn't go, but we have a second offensive rebound. Seymour controlling the boards right now.
Setting it back up, not rushing through this. This is excellent.
There's a long ball. That one won't go. And finally, North Harrison collects the rebound. Chance to tie here. It's Grace Goldman on the right wing. Goldman up top to Adele Emmons. Now to Olivia Brown, who looks to Goldman. And a foul inside. Foul called against Kelsey Hunsley. And we'll see Emmy Farlowell enter the game for Emmy Munson for Seymour. Four and a half to go until halftime. Goldman driving right, going up with the float shot.
Nice.
And kissing it off the backboard. She's got 6 points now. Seymour only up by a point now. Skidmore. Heavy pressure. They find Followell inside. A beautiful feed from Sophie Skidmore. And Skidmore has been playmaking all game long for Seymour. The Owls back up 3. Here's Goldman on the baseline. Drives, met by a double team. Kick up top to Lillian Burks. Doesn't like the shot, and she turns it over.
Oh! They got a break there. That was deflected.
That's what I thought.
I think Sophie Skidmore touched that basketball, and they're allowing that to be played.
No argument from North Harrison head coach Dakota Brooks.
Is he going to change the call?
Right.
Okay. Oh, she traveled.
She did. And that long-range triple from Abby Oak.
We no longer call that travel anymore. I think that's just a grace hop.
That was a travel. Over 3 to play, and met by a brick wall. Sophie Skidmore not given an inch.
Defensively, she's playing defense, but down below, she's making that contact, but she's keeping her hands straight up. Officials aren't going to call that a foul if you're straight up.
I don't think Sophie Skidmore has sat on the bench yet today.
I think you're right.
Another rough pass, and it's turned over. Grace Goldman working the fast break, goes up strong with the right hand and drops it home. And a forced timeout. Seymour wants to talk things over. Jason Longmire would like a word with his squad. And Grace Goldman up to 8 points now, Coach. for North Harrison, almost single-handedly willing her team to nearly tying this thing up.
Pretty impressive. Don't forget the second half of our doubleheader tonight at 7:30 tip-off. Bloomington North travels to Seymour and in a boys varsity ball game. You made that trip today.
Yes, I did. Yeah. Probably was on the exact road that Bloomington North will be on in a couple hours.
What is that, about an hour drive?
Hour and 5 minutes. So, yeah, just about an hour.
Well, the way you drive, then 55 minutes?
No. You know, I drive slower than you'll give me credit for. You know, I'm not a crazy guy on the road.
I tell you what, I drove with somebody today. Race car driver, he's not. Very cautious. Turns on the turn signal. My Uber driver keeps me safe. My wife will appreciate that.
Here's a full court press. Skidmore's in trouble.
You got to bring it across.
Skidmore needs to pass this across
bring it
the
across.
timeline. And they finally do.
He had to be on 9.
That was a long 10 seconds, Coach. Here's Skidmore on the left wing. Looking baseline, met by 2. Doesn't matter. She goes up and is fouled on the way. Skidmore just so aggressive in this first half. And she swishes the first attempt. We have a sub for Seymour. Kennedy Burnett checks in for Emmy Followell. The Owls up 2. Skidmore can make it a 3-point lead. It swirls out. So it stays Seymour's lead, 15-13. Grace Goldman leads all North Harrison members with 8 points. She looks left, skips through, and buries the and one. She's got 10 points. A quiet first quarter with just 2 points. And now she's got 8 here in the second quarter. And a chance for a 3-point play and for North Harrison to take the lead.
This will be Harrison's first lead since the first quarter.
Sub now for North Harrison. That's Paisley Book, who checks in for North Harrison. This is for Goldman to have a chance at 11 points and counting. And the and one won't fall, so she stays at 10 for now. And this game tied 15-15. Burnett kicks out to Claire Skaggs. Skaggs circling the perimeter. Now drives right. And drives into a flurry of defenders. She's turned over. Back the other way is North Harrison with under 2 to play.
Communication was not there. She was looking for a pick and didn't get it.
So here's Olivia Brown. Olivia Brown finding Goldman. Skidmore defending. Working her way inside. Flipping with the right hand. That time it's too strong. Bounce pass. And Seymour moving pretty quickly. It's Kennedy Burnett with an easy layup on a great pass from Claire Skaggs, and it gives Seymour the lead. $1:20 to go.
And
a foul called.
She dropped her hands. She needed to keep those up.
And that is Emmy Munson.
Look at this. Nice pass.
Beautiful pass.
You kiss that rock off the glass, it always will go in.
Nice soft touch.
At least we hope.
And high percentage looks. North Harrison, they inbound to Olivia Brown. Olivia Brown with Kennedy Burnett defending. And Grace Goldman finally grabs the ball.
And she's dead. She can't dribble.
Been a 2-man game between Olivia Brown and Grace Goldman. Now under a minute to play. Here's Lucy Flickner. Her shot won't go, off to the right side, and is brought down by Sophie Skidmore. Skidmore pushing the pace, bumps the elbow. No offensive foul, just a miss. And it's Grace Goldman who finally looks inside, met by 3 defenders. and goes up strong. Well, she's 5'11", so she has size. And she's got 12 first half points. Nearly turned over. Skidmore finally crosses half court and continues to look inside. The high percentage look goes. The 5-footer, she buries it. And now 10 on the clock. Grace Goldman with 6 to shoot. Looking right, 3 to shoot. They kick to Olivia Brown and won't go at the buzzer. It's been the Grace Goldman and Sophie Skidmore show in this first half.
Exactly
Seymour,
right.
a slight 19-17 lead. And we'll be back on the flip side on IndianaSRN.
Did you know, according to the National Federation of High Schools, 80% of new officials quit the game after just 2 seasons because of abusive behavior from the stands and sidelines?
Your kid's Friday night touchdown. Just Wit HD on Roku. IndianaSRN is bringing Central Indiana high school sports right to your living room in crystal clear quality. With over 350 live contests streaming each year, from football under the lights to basketball buzzer beaters, we're putting local athletes in the spotlight. Search IndianaSRN on your Roku device today and never miss a moment of hometown glory.
At Riskwork, we're Team Indiana through and through, from coaching youth basketball to protecting critical infrastructure. Like our partners at IndianaSRN, we invest in people first. That same grit and leadership on the court drives our work in cybersecurity. We help businesses stay secure, resilient, and ready with...
And we will throw it down to the PA to honor the 1985-86 Lady Owls squad.
At this time, I'll announce the members of that famous squad from Seymour Lady Owls basketball history. Lori Bell-Delay, Angie Gold, Laura Tripp-Henhoser, Angie Neal Hendricks, Dana Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'm going to turn the microphone over to the longtime voice of Seymour Radials basketball, a member of the Seymour, member of the Hall of Fame in Indiana High School basketball. Please welcome Bud Shippey.
Thank you, Kurt. Donna Sullivan began her highly decorated career at Seymour High School in 19
Brian Chrisman joins me today. And Brian, talk a little bit about the winter and Wheeler Mission and how important it is for people to help Wheeler Mission, because winter means homeless and homeless means people in the cold. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, we really serve a lot of people year round, no matter what the weather is, right? And so we serve anywhere from 700 to 900 people who are experiencing homelessness every single night. But when winter hits, that can become life or death. So if you're stuck out in the cold, happens every year. IMPD will find people out in the cold and encourage them to come in. But if they don't catch them in time, I mean, again, life and death. And so it's vital that our doors are open. And so we do that. Our staff shows up every day to make sure our doors are open. We serve 1,000 meals a day plus every single day. That's a nice, warm, nutritious meal. Donors provide that. Donors provide our food, coffee, something hot to drink. You know, donors provide that. So there's a lot of opportunities to get involved at Wheeler to make sure we can get through winter, or to work at Wheeler. We need staff, and so we're always looking for staff to get us through the winter time. We spread ourselves thin during winter, making sure that anybody can find space, and so we have bed capacities. For sure, but we go beyond that every winter to make sure that the city has an option for people who are experiencing homelessness in the dead of winter.
Schools out there that are watching this program with our reach, maybe they want to do a sock drive, or they want to do a sweatshirt drive. They can contact our office at IndianaSRN, or they can contact you. Where's a contact, or who would be a contact that maybe we want to do a sock drive? I think that would be a great idea for SRN to start one of those sock drives. How would that? What does that look like?
Yeah, so if you go to wheelermission.org, we have our needs lists that are right there on our website. Those change sometimes in the winter, but there are some needs that are pretty much continual when it comes to hygiene items, when it comes to warm items to get us through the winter. So when you're talking about coats, especially bigger sizes for people that come through, we want to make sure a lot of people that come to our mission, they come with the clothes on their back, right? And so we need to make sure they have something to wear during their stay with us, which could be for a few weeks, could be for a couple months. And so go to our website, wheelermission.org. You can donate directly there, whether it's a financial donation or you can look at our needs list. You can even find drop-off locations. You can drop it off at some of the barns that we have around the city, or come right down to Wheeler Mission, drop it off right there. But we need this community's support. So greatest thing about Indianapolis is it is a generous community.
Yes.
It is a community that steps up when there's a need. And there's 1,700 homeless individuals in our community. That number has risen 5% just over the last year. Wheeler Mission is the main place for those individuals to go, has been since 1893, over 130 years. And so support that ministry so that those doors can be open, making sure that every man, woman, and child that needs to come inside can come inside and not only get warm, but get nutritious meals, food, shelter, and care. And so beyond that, we take them through a whole journey of program to make sure that they come out our back door different people. But the first things first, right? Get them fed and get them warm and get them safe.
Since it's basketball season and we cover over 300 games a year on IndianaSRN, we challenge our basketball teams and our basketball programs to get involved. There are meals that need to be served. Tell our teams out there how they can help and serve meals.
Yeah, no better way to really open your eyes to the community's needs than to stand in front of people who are desperately in need and hand them a meal, hand them what they're asking for that day. So great group opportunity is to volunteer at Wheeler Mission. You can go to wheelervolunteer.org. You can sign up a group. It can take an hour and a half to come down and serve a lunch. You can get 12, 15 people involved in that, a dinner, come down either at our men's shelter or our women's shelter. It's a really cool experience for teams, not only to help in a way that you're making a difference, but to see the people that you're helping, right? To hand a meal to someone and smile and say hi to someone literally in their darkest moment, right? So
best assist they can ever make.
Oh yeah,
is to serve a meal.
That's a good point. It's a slam dunk.
It's a slam dunk, exactly. For IndianaSRN, this is Keith Myers.
we're back at Seymour High School for the second half. The Owls lead North Harrison by 2. It's been a heavy diet of Sophie Skidmore in the first half for the Lady Owls. She's got 8 points and plenty of assists, and we're underway. Double team down low. Fight for the rebound, and a putback goes for Carly Chapman, the leading rebounder for North Harrison.
First tie of the game since 2-2.
And here's Skidmore running the break.
Look at her. No one stops the ball.
And she just misses off the glass. A great look, though. And North Harrison also moving quite fast. They find Chapman. Back up to Goldman. And Goldman will take her sweet time. Now looking left, met by a flurry of defenders. She swings it to Olivia Brown. The 3 ball is a swish.
Sure.
Her second triple tonight. And North Harrison up 3. Here's Emmy Munson just rolling off the front of the rim, and North Harrison a chance to add to their lead.
Seymour was sitting on the bench watching the ceremonies, so they only had probably a minute to regroup, and you can tell that's changing the complex of this game a little bit, Charlie.
And here's the full court press and a foul called against Bree Beach. Another look at that triple. What a pretty shot, Coach.
Set her feet.
Oh.
See where she landed? Square to the basket.
And North Harrison, they're up 5 now. And they're employing a full court press. Claire Skaggs controls, working the right side. And she's trapped, has to redirect. Still hasn't crossed half court. Finally they do, and it sets up a wide open 3 for Emmy Munson. It doesn't go. Here's Lillian Burks to Brown, who finds Goldman. She thought about the 3, instead drives right, fades away, and banks it home. She's got 14 points. And Sophie Skidmore would like a word. She controls the pace, finds Emmy Munson, who finds Skaggs. Skaggs lines up the 3-pointer and answers right back. Another beautiful shot, Coach. She set her feet.
Yep.
And Seymour, they cut the deficit to 4. Goldman looks to be aggressive, and they'll redirect outside. And a foul is called before the turnover. Seymour would have loved to have a fast break chance instead of foul. And that one against Kennedy Burnett, the 5'5" senior. And for North Harrison, it's Lillian Burks to trigger the inbound. And a 5-second call. Stout defensively on the inbound, and Seymour finally has their turnover. And a very tough pass. And a foul is called at mid-court. And here's another look at that 3 ball from Claire Skaggs. Wide open from the left side, just lets it fly. A pretty looking shot. Now it's Skidmore to set the table offensively. Skidmore clearing space, and she is
just lost the ball.
Turned over.
Pretty good defense right there.
That defense put on by Lillian Burke, stripping the ball loose at last touch North Harrison. And so Skidmore will inbound from underneath. They find Emmy Munson. Back to Skidmore. They're going to work it now to Emmy Followell. Follow a shot doesn't go. She gets her own board, and she's fouled on the rebound.
We taught that in 6th grade. You shoot the ball, you go follow your shot.
And she knew it was off, so she chased it with all her might. She earns herself a trip to the free throw line. Followell will have 2 free throws now. And the first one missing off to the right. A North Harrison substitute comes in. Checking out is Bree Beach, and coming in is Adele Emmons for North Harrison. A couple minutes played here in this third quarter. And Followell's second try is good. So now a 3-point deficit. 1-score game here at Seymour High School. And Emmons is met by a lot of pressure from Sophie Skidmore. Skidmore nearly turns the ball over.
Oh, good help defense.
Here's the fading mid-range J, missing. Fight for the ball. Followell dives. They find Claire Skaggs, and the Owls are out and moving. Emmy Munson doesn't like the three. She drives, goes up strong, and she's stuffed by Grace Goldman.
Good save.
Great save by Claire Skaggs, and it keeps the possession alive. Skaggs down low, up with the left hand, it rattles out. And Goldman going 100 miles an hour, missing strong, and Seymour looks to push the pace. It's Skidmore with the left hand, too much.
Rushed the shot.
Too much strength there. Her non-dominant hand, it's always a lot tougher, especially when you're moving quick. And a turnover the other way, but not for long, as Olivia Brown tries with the left hand. That one too short.
You know, we teach kids not to throw the ball back into your basket. They got away with it that time.
How about a 3-point attempt from Skidmore? That's off to the right. Here's a mid-range J. Off the iron, brought down by North Harrison. And they keep possession. Here's Goldman, goes up strong, she's fouled. Fouled pretty hard there.
A little bit out of control, but.
Two subs to come in for North Harrison, one for Seymour. And Jason Longmire would like a word with his team. We'll be right back in just a moment on IndianaSRN.
Fans, are you ready to get even closer to all the action with IndianaSRN? Subscribe now and never miss a moment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instant access to exclusive live streams. Stay updated with real-time scores and breaking news by following us on Twitter, your ultimate source for everything Indiana sports related. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube and smash that follow on Twitter. Join the IndianaSRN family today and take your passion for high school and college sports to the next level.
Countdown 3, 2, 1.
By 3. And coach, the last couple possessions or so have been a lot sloppier, a little bit out of control. Right?
Yeah, I think maybe a little fatigue. You know, both teams played on Thursday to come back and play. You know, these 1 o'clock starts, though, for me, it throws my body off a little bit because you're just used to playing at 7 o'clock or 7:30 at night.
Goldman can't drop home the first attempt.
And the way the season is, you know, you got to get all these games in before, you know, in 2 weeks, because in 2 weeks you're going to play in sectional.
Goldman's got 14 points, and this one's to make it 15. And Goldman will check out for the time being. Coming in the contest for North Harrison is Lucy Flickner, the 5'4" sophomore. Seymour trails by 4. Cross-court pass. They find Abby Emmons. And the push shot off to the left. Brought down by Followell. And in the hands of the Owls. Here's Skidmore way up top. Directs traffic. Finds Emmy Munson. Munson back to Skidmore. Skidmore looks right, goes up strong and can't get the layup. The follow, though, goes from Emmy Followell. One offensive rebound turns into another, and then it turns into a layup. Great effort from the Owls. They're down 2. And North Harrison nearly loses control, but before they do so, a timeout is called by North Harrison head coach Dakota Brooks. It's been a tight game thus far. A lot of lead changes. We haven't seen a lead greater than 6. And right now in this third quarter with 2.5 minutes to go, Seymour's down by 2. And North Harrison, they got to think they're in a good spot. Their leading scorer, Grace Goldman's got 15 points. We haven't seen a ton from Carly Chapman, the 6-foot forward for North Harrison. She's played her bulk of minutes this second half, but she's out on the bench right now. She's North Harrison's leading rebounder. She's had good minutes when she's on the floor. She's on the bench for the time being. And we're back to action. Inbounded to Goldman. Goldman leads all scorers with 15. Back to the other side, baseline. Now to Goldman. Goldman looks inside the paint. She's fouled before she makes the pass. And that foul called against Kennedy Burnett. That's the team's third foul, so 2 more and they'll be in the bonus. Adele Emmons to inbound. She does so to Grace Goldman. Now to Olivia Brown up top. Brown is turned over. Emmy Followell's got it. She goes up right hand and ties the ball game at 27 apiece. Emmy Followell active hands and an even better finish at the cup. We're tied at 27. Here's a contested floater, too strong. The putback shot goes. A beautiful touch from Lucy Flickner, her first points today. And North Harrison takes control of the lead. They're up 2. Cross court to Skidmore. She tries the long range 3. Too strong. Offensive rebound from Skaggs. The and 1. Claire Skaggs. Her body going one way, the ball going the other way. And a chance for a 3-point play. Here's Skaggs just contorting her body, somehow getting the layup to fall. And Seymour can take the lead.
Had a quick visit by the head coach at Mount Vernon. Julie Shelton stopped by. She played for Donna and gave me some few words, but did not want to come on the air. But she did say, "Hello, Dad, I'm here."
Okay.
Julie and her team, wow, what a rare Saturday off for a girls basketball coach.
I know, right?
She says, "I don't know what to do." I said, "Go shopping."
Will she go shopping?
No.
In some trouble is North Harrison. It's a turnover. It's Kennedy Burnett working the left sideline. Goes up with the left. She's blocked by Goldman. Gets the rebound. And she's fouled before the and 1. Both sides knotted at 29 points. And that does put Seymour in the bonus, so we will have free throws.
That's right, Nathan. Nathaniel, I am running for mayor in Seymour. Thank you. Thanks very much. It's like old home week when you come home down here.
Burnett laces the first free throw. I don't know exactly how many lead changes there's been, but There's got to be up to 10 lead changes in this game. Just been back and forth the whole way. And Burnett drains the second. 2 of 2 at the line.
Especially this quarter.
And a sub comes in for North Harrison. This time it's Lillian Burks. And Carly Chapman check in for North Harrison. And here's a press put on by Seymour. In the hands of Goldman, who crosses the timeline.
You liked how they balanced the floor.
Chapman, strong hands, goes up. She's fouled by Sophie Skidmore. And we'll have 2 free throws.
The right idea there was to pound that ball inside, let your big girl does what she does, spreads the work. I mean, her width her alone is very good, and get that foul and then put it on the cup.
Chapman knocks down the first attempt.
This is a better team than what we thought it was, right?
Oh, definitely.
I mean, for 3-11 team.
Yeah, I am shocked. They've had no problem scoring the ball today. And Chapman goes 2 for 2 at the line. We're tied up once again at 31. This Skaggs in some trouble. Met by double team, nowhere to go. Finally, Burnett crosses half court.
Rushed her shot there. She had plenty of time.
That was Kelsey Hunsley missing inside.
Would you hold this for 1, Charlie, or do you? Well, we're going to get our answer, aren't we?
Goldman swings up top. Open shooter off on the front rim. That one, Bree Beach. Now you got to hold for the last shot, right?
I would think you would hold.
And I think they are. It's Claire Skaggs to calm down the offense. 10 on the clock. She's on the right side, and she loses the ball. Last touched by North Harrison. 8.8 left in this third quarter. We're tied at 31. This thing has the makings of a nail biter.
Look for Skaggs.
Skaggs, she's got it with 8. She's up top, looking on the right side. Still on the right side. Now 3 to shoot. She fades away at the buzzer, and she's well short. And this third quarter ends all tied up, 31-31. And on the flip side, we have 8 minutes of action-packed girls basketball. We'll be right back on IndianaSRN.
A great lawn starts with the right equipment. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we're here to help you make mowing easier and more enjoyable. From zero turns to lawn tractors, John Deere mowers give you the power, precision, and comfort to get the job done right. Plus, with expert service and support from Reynolds, you can spend less time worrying about your mower and more time enjoying the results. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
Looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. Serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service.
It's the fourth quarter, Coach. 31-31. What's going to be the difference in this last quarter?
Whoever makes the last point's going to win this game, Charlie. How about that? I like the consistency of play. I like how the officials have loosened it up a little bit. It was kind of tight in the first quarter, and now have loosened them up, let them play a little bit. And I noticed that when the fourth quarter came, everybody was signaling for some odd reason. I thought it was back at the IU game.
This is more of a football thing.
It is.
So it's Seymour to start it.
And if you like basketball, there's more basketball tonight at 7:30. Seymour taking on Bloomington North. We'll be back. We're going to go get some food, and we'll be back watching that game.
Yeah. We'll hang out here at Seymour High School.
Watch some professional football.
Yeah. And then we'll be right back here for the night game. Kennedy Burnett kicks out to Munson. The three is blocked. Yep, official signal it was blocked, so it stays with the Owls. Seymour forcing the turnover as a post entry, but nothing doing. Now here's Skidmore.
Don't put the
inside,
ball on the floor.
Fades away and can't get it to bank in.
If you're at home, don't put that ball on the floor. Take that ball right up quickly.
Here's Chapman. Down to Brown. Now to Burks. Burks finds Goldman. Goldman backing her way down and inside. Goldman up to 17 points tonight.
Here's that token press, and now they extended it.
Very disciplined press from North Harrison. Seymour crosses half court without much of a problem. Here's Skaggs. Stops her momentum.
She gets in the land of the Giants and then has nowhere else to go. Great defense here by Harrison.
Here's Followell.
Nice fake.
On the post, driving right and missing.
Oh!
Both sides dive on the ground. It's Seymour that comes up with it.
How many times have we seen girls on the floor today?
Skaggs for three, too strong. We've seen a lot of loose balls.
Almost like a sectional playoff game.
Goldman gets her own miss and puts it back up and in. She's looking to be the deciding factor in this fourth quarter. She's got 4 points in this quarter alone and 19 on the game. Skidmore having some trouble. And is that a 10-second call? I believe it is.
That's great defense. Got to come to the basketball. Many times, Shirley, people get trapped in that and they get vertical, and they got to watch and look for the wings.
And that time Sophie Skidmore is turned over. So North Harrison can add to their lead, and it's Grace Goldman, the runner. That's a tough shot and a half. And it forces a Seymour timeout. Grace Goldman, 21 points, 6 points in just over 2 minutes of action in this fourth quarter, and North Harrison's up 6. And we'll step away for a brief moment. Seymour has some work to do when we come back.
Poached egg on avocado toast.
Ew.
Your flash fried porgy over chips.
Ew.
Your fresh Maine lobster with microgreens.
When the only thing your 8-year-old will eat is waffles.
She's fine. She's fine.
Your waffles, milady.
It matters where you stay.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
6-point deficit for the Owls, and they've had a tough time limiting Grace Goldman in this fourth quarter, Coach.
Now, the 5:40 mark, they need to be at least even by at least the 3:10 mark. And you can't get it that way.
And a turnover.
Now, if you're Harrison, you're in the driver's seat right here. Take 30, 35, 40 seconds off the clock.
And they have no problem controlling the pace, taking their time.
They controlled it all night. Even when Seymour was in the lead, their pace was the game they were playing in.
Yeah, it's very clear North Harrison, they're not worried about being rushed. And there's a turnover. This time it's Bree Beach who steps on the sideline. So an opportunity for the Owls to score their first bucket of this fourth quarter. But first, they have to cross half court. Skaggs to Followell. Followell the bounce pass, and Seymour
might have got away with a travel. 5-minute mark. Plenty of time.
Need a basket here.
Exactly. And it doesn't need to be a 3.
They're trying to find the ball inside. It's Skidmore on the left wing. Now up to Skaggs. And that's a turnover again. Back-to-back turnovers for Seymour, and it's Grace Goldman working the break. Another shot attempt. That one doesn't go. And we'll have a substitute check in for Seymour. It's Kennedy Burnett who enters the game. And Abby Oat checks out for the Owls. 4.5 to go. Seymour still looking for their first basket this quarter.
Got to put the ball in the middle of the floor.
And Chapman steals it loose, but she gets it right back to Seymour. Here's Followell, who's blocked. Grace Goldman.
Goldman is playing terrific basketball.
Wow.
Give me 5 of her, I'll win.
That was the cleanest block I have seen in a while.
Look at this.
Give me that.
And you notice she went from the outside instead of the inside. Good play.
Wow. Skidmore, left wing, doesn't go.
They need a bucket.
Corrals the offensive rebound, so another opportunity.
Need a bucket here, girls.
Skidmore looking to go up strong. She's fouled on the floor. So the Owls win down from underneath the basket on the baseline. That's the first foul of the quarter for either side, and like you said, officials just letting them play.
A lot better.
Yeah.
I like the tempo of the game.
Here's Burnett to Skaggs, back up to Skidmore. Under 4 to go.
There's the wing. Got to feed that inside.
Skaggs looks inside, and it's back to Burnett.
Ooh, someone got knocked down.
Skaggs wants to drive right. And
oh, no.
Offensive 3 seconds, I believe, called against Emmy Followell. Three and a half to go. North Harrison can take their sweet time.
See, now you're in definitely control of this ballgame.
They don't need to take a shot anytime soon.
Oh, no. You take another 25, 30 seconds off if you like.
Let's see if Seymour's defense can force a tough pass here. It's Grace Goldman circling the boundary. Cross-court pass.
Call an offensive foul. She took that charge.
It's a charge against Grace Goldman.
You need a basket this possession.
Only so many possessions Seymour will have left with under 3 minutes now. They find Followell. Good bounce pass to Skaggs, who finds Burnett.
Nice.
And it whirlpools in. Nice and efficient possession.
Move your feet. Plenty of time.
Down by 4. Goldman tries to cross half court, but she finds an open teammate. Get it on the elbow to Goldman. Burnett defending, slithery shot. Chapman the offensive rebound over Followell, and she connects, giving Harrison another 6-point lead. And there's a foul as Sophie Skidmore tried to cross the timeline. Look at this beautiful press break. Great bounce pass.
Here's the pass right there. That's nice. Run the floor like that. Now that's 3 fouls, team fouls against Harrison. 2 more, and Seymour will be in the bonus, and Seymour has not committed a foul this half, this quarter.
You got to think Coach Seymour needs to look for the paint. And they will now, and it's blocked. Carly Chapman stuffs Ava Creets. And now Seymour trying to employ a trap. And yes, there is a foul.
Nope.
Or check it. A timeout called. North Harrison would like a quick word of how to reset their offense. Seymour down 6 right here on IndianaSRN.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Welcome back.
Nathaniel, Charlie didn't think I was hip.
Oh, I didn't say that.
I did. My hip is hurting today, that's for sure. 39-33 if you just joined us. It's been a pretty good ball game. Harrison in the lead. Now you're going to see a lot of pass for the next 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Minute 40. And you might as well be as aggressive as you can. And here they are. And there's a foul call. That one against Kennedy Burnett. A reach in on Olivia Brown. So there's foul number 1. 4 to go before the bonus.
How impressed are you with North Harrison coming in here with only 3 wins?
Very impressed. Grace Goldman, she's been fantastic. Olivia Brown has been great. They've done a great job on the boards as well. They've just looked really comfortable on offense. They've never been rushed. They've always found a shot they've liked all game. And there's the second foul. So 3 to go.
And they're not even looking to the basket.
No, they're looking to
clock
possession. Another quick one. That time, Lillian Burks was fouled. You got to think, if you're going to get a turnover on the inbounds pass would be a great time to.
Don't you, wouldn't you go with the ball out of bounds, though? There we go.
And another one. There's the 4th foul. That one again on Kennedy Burnett. So 1 more foul, and North Harrison will be in the bonus. And there's the 5th foul.
So that took 45 seconds off the clock. Is that about right?
Yep. So Kennedy Burnett, she picked up 3 fouls in the span of 30 seconds, all intentional.
Now you got to make at least 50% of your free throws here.
Goldman's first try is too strong.
Because
a great sign for Seymour, seeing that first miss. Here's Goldman's second try to put him up 7, and she does. 40-33, just over a minute left, and here's that press that's worked so well this quarter.
That press, though, is to take time off the clock and not to foul there. You do not need to foul there. I think right now North Harrison has enough points to win this game.
Maybe some 3-point attempts coming soon. And there's Skaggs. She'll try from the baseline. And she connects on that long triple. The Owls down 4. And Goldman is fouled quickly by Emmy Munson. So Goldman's last trip, she was 1 for 2. She's got 20 points.
See how she set those feet? Nice.
That's her second 3 tonight, or today. We're nowhere near tonight. So Goldman with a little more pressure on these attempts. First try, she sinks it up to a 5-point lead. Seymour really hoping for a miss on this second free throw. And Goldman swishes the second try. That trip, she was 2 for 2. Back to a 6-point deficit. Here's Followell, cross-court pass to Munson. Munson steps back for 3, too strong, brought down by Goldman, and fouled on the rebound. 41 seconds. And that three-pointer from Munson might have been Seymour's last hope today. Another swished free throw. And here's a sub for North Harrison. It's Adele Emmons to come in the ball game. And there it is. 8-point lead, biggest of the day. Seymour looks to score quick. It's Followell. Dumps it off to Munson. Munson back to Followell. She tries the corner 3 and swishes that one. 5-point deficit. The clock's running. They need to foul very quick, and they do. 24.5. She's not much of a three-point shooter, not a volume shooter, I should say, from the outside, but that time Followell buries it to keep Seymour just alive. That time it's Brown who makes the first try.
What, Harrison came out sluggish, but really put together really 3 good quarters.
Free throws definitely helps you win games, and the second one, no. So 6-point deficit, a foul 85 feet from the basket on Grace Goldman, so 2 free throws to come. That is exactly what you want if you're Seymour.
That's a young mistake right there.
And that's Goldman's 4th foul. Both teams in the bonus. It'll be Sophie Skidmore to shoot 2.
They're still in this game.
They are.
There's plenty of time.
You got to think you wanted a turnover on an inbounds pass instead of wishing for missed free throws. Skidmore looks to go 2 for 2. She does. 4-point deficit, 22.9. And a quick foul. 0.9 seconds went off the clock. And now we'll see Adele Emmons shoot free throws. She just checked into the game at the 40-second mark.
Now this is a smart, let's see, I would have all my players off the line here.
Let her really think. Emmons misses the first. A big free throw upcoming.
See, if I'm Harrison, I'm not even going to worry about this rebound. Nope, you don't need a foul. You don't need a foul.
Emmons knocks down the second. So with Harrison up 5 with 20 seconds, they need to move down the floor quickly. Bounce pass to Emmons. She tries the 3, misses. Rebounded by Olivia Brown with 12.2.
I think
and
that
a
might
foul.
sealed it.
Five-point lead for North Harrison. Tonight's broadcast is a copyrighted production of IndianaSRN and the IHSAA. Any reuse of the video, audio, or any element of the broadcast without the express written consent of IndianaSRN and the IHSAA is strictly prohibited. So Brown misses the first. Might not be enough time for Seymour now. Make or miss. Brown's second one goes. 6-point lead with 12 seconds. It's Munson on the right side. Skaggs for three from the left wing, and she swishes it. But it's too little, too late. As the final buzzer sounds, Skaggs ends the day with 3 triples. Seymour just not enough today. They lose 47-44. An incredible game by Grace Goldman, leading all scorers with 23 points. But Seymour, in the end, coach, just not enough when it mattered.
Yeah, now as the season wears down, a tough loss for Seymour. They will regroup. They play this week. Harrison's got to feel pretty good about themselves. Came into a hostile situation and wins a pretty good ball game, 44-47.
So Seymour, their next game is in 3 days at Bloomington South for North Harrison. Their next game is on the 15th against Austin. We'll be right back on IndianaSRN.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Hey sports fans, are you ready to get even closer to all the action with IndianaSRN? Subscribe now and never miss a moment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instant access to exclusive live streams. Stay updated with real-time scores and breaking news by following us on Twitter, your ultimate source for everything Indiana sports related. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube and smash that follow on Twitter. Join the IndianaSRN family today and take your passion for high school and college sports to the next level.
Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. We consider it a privilege to have you as one of our listeners and viewers. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN, which means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
This is the hotel breakfast.
It looked different online.
Do you children like eggs? Here, they make your bones grow.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine.
All right, guys. Look alive.
Is it fine, Daryl?
I'm starving.
When free hot breakfast can make or break your day, it matters where you stay.
Go get 'em.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the...
It's been a great first game of this doubleheader at Seymour High School. At 7:30, we have Bloomington North taking on Seymour in the boys varsity basketball game. But today, earlier, we just saw North Harrison defeat Seymour 47-44. Man, it was a tight game all 4 quarters. The first quarter started out in Seymour's fashion. Well, they started the scoring. They had the lead after 1. And then slowly but surely, North Harrison found a way to force turnovers, especially with that full court press. I thought that was the difference today for North Harrison. All 4 quarters, especially in the second half, we saw North Harrison really employ that full court press, put pressure on Seymour to, first of all, cross half court, and then when they do so, they're met with continued on-ball pressure. I think defensively, North Harrison brought plenty of energy and intensity, forcing turnovers and forcing tough shots. It was Grace Goldman who was named IndianaSRN's player of the game, ending with 23 points and a lot of points coming in that fourth quarter. For Seymour moving forward, they play at Bloomington South in 3 days from now. And for North Harrison, their next game is against Austin on the 15th. Seymour, they lose it 47-44. Don't go anywhere, because at 7:30 we have Seymour and Bloomington North boys basketball. It'll be a new link on YouTube. We'll see you then, but for now, enjoy your Saturday, everyone.
play here for Mount Vernon. Hurdle looking right, now over the middle, fires, and it's in there for a touchdown. What a throw.
Boy, what a stick, huh?
Side out, back to the middle, and guess what? You want a point on the other side, you go to Taylor Lewis.
Here's Freeman. Has an opening shot. Score!
Stafford around a screen, skip pass. Mays with 3. Mays drive, floater up and in at the horn.
Hand off, and nice hole over the near side. 40, 35, 30. Block to the outside. 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. And that's a big one right there. And finally, somebody gets on the board.